Well, the resignation of Van Jones is only the latest bit of frustrating news for President Obama. This summer, the bitter health care debate has taken its toll, and the president's approval rating has fallen faster than any other in the last 50 years. But, as ABC's David Wright reports, there's little more to those poll numbers than meets the eye.
Politics, like physics, tends to follow the laws of gravity. What goes up inevitably comes back down. And Barack Obama's approval rating has fallen fast, 11 points in 7 months. Suddenly that rising star doesn't shine so bright. Think of poll numbers like the stock market. When your stock is up, you have capital to spend. And Obama's been spending by the bucketful on stimulus bills, on the war in Afghanistan, on health care reform, and so on. But when public confidence in his performance suffers, well, his stock, it's bound to go down.
Thank you.
One reason Obama started so strong was that his predecessor finished so weak. Bush's approval rating was at times lower than Nixon's.
Our long national nightmare is over.
When Gerald Ford took office after Nixon's resignation, he was riding high at 71%. But 7 months later, Ford had dropped 33 points, due in part to his decision to pardon Nixon. Ford's presidency never recovered.
There were some presidents who started off very strongly and ended up far less well. Other presidents who started off pretty weakly, Bill Clinton is an example, and did far better in the long term.
The last president to take office during a recession was Ronald Reagan.
He went from 73% approval at the start of his first term down to 48% about a year later, given the difficult economy.
But of course, by the next election, the economy bounced back, and so did Reagan. A warm welcome doesn't last forever.
We are prepared to move immediately.
Lyndon Johnson was at 74% 7 months into his presidency. The first President Bush was at 73%. Jimmy Carter was at 66%. All three of them were one-termers. So just how worried should Obama be? The pollsters say it's too soon to tell.
Popularity is important, but it's not the be-all and end-all of a presidency, nor does a president's popularity at this moment predict where he's going in the future.
Not unless the present downward trend continues. For Good Morning America, David Wright, ABC News, Washington.